Now, here's a little tale about a guy named Zacchaeus. Short little dude, even shorter than she is. He was a tax collector, not a popular guy. He didn't have a lot of friends. It isn't hard to see why. Back in those days, when you had to pay your taxes, you couldn't mail them in. You couldn't send them by fax. As a matter of fact, there was only one way. Guy like Zacchaeus is who you had to pay. And sometimes he would take more than his share. Now, it wasn't very honest, but he didn't really care, because that's the way it had always been done. And Zacchaeus said, "Change, why should I be the one? Everybody does it. So what's the big deal if I tell a little lie, or if I cheat, or if I steal?" Now, you or I wouldn't behave that way, but Zacchaeus didn't care. He did it anyway. Now, Jesus came to town on a cross-country tour, healing the sick. He was preaching to the poor. He was spreading good news all across the land, talking in a way that we all could understand about God the Father and His love for everyone. You see, God was Jesus' Father, and He was God's Son. Now, wherever Jesus went, there was a real big crowd. People pushing, people shoving, people shouting real loud. Zacchaeus came along, and he wanted to find out what all the fuss and commotion was about. So he climbed up to the top of a sycamore tree. Remember, he was short. It was the only way to see. Well, Jesus came along, and he looked up in the tree, saw Zacchaeus sitting there, plain as could be. And Jesus said, "Zacchaeus." Zacchaeus said, "Me?" Jesus said, "Yeah, you. Get out of that tree. Come down here. I want to talk to you." He said, "I come to your house about 2:30. So Zacchaeus went home. Jesus came along. They talked a little while. Zacchaeus saw where he was wrong. He said, "Forgive me, Lord. I give half of everything that I own to the poor, and another thing, I'll pay everyone I stole from 4 times back, and I'll be a good boy, or my name's not Zach." And Jesus said, "Hey, Zacchaeus, that's the way. Salvation has come to your house today." Well, this all happened a long time ago. Zacchaeus isn't here, but this much I know. Jesus is still with us. I don't know if the tree is, but that's all there is about the guy named Zacchaeus. Bump, bump, diddly, bump, de bump, bump. So, to the boys and girls and mums and dads, be sure I took liberties with that. That means I made some of it up, okay?